Many people have ideas. However, those who turn their ideas into reality are the ones who search for ways to make their ideas happen. More often than not, this occurs by joining knowledge with method. Knowledge brings competitive advantages and generates sustainable market leadership. Its tools are creativity and innovation, which are all intangible human talents. Never more than now has knowledge been so critical and significant in production and the shift towards a knowledge-based economy. Hello and welcome to another edition of Bazar. I'm your host Alireza Ekhtiyarzadeh, and this week we are going to explore the central role science and technology parks play in complementing the knowledge-based production ecosystem. We wanted to see how the government is shifting towards a knowledge-based economy, and plus we wanted to understand why tech parks are so critical to industry development and the national economy. So let's get started. To better understand the country's knowledge-based ecosystem, we visited an event at Semnan Science and Technology Park where we could get some answers. Science and technology parks are where startups and innovative teams can operate in one geographical location. These areas provide diverse services and facilities to companies that fit the criteria.
پارک علم و فناوری استان سمنان به عنوان یکی از پارک‌های سطح 1 کشور و به عنوان یکی از قدیمی‌ترین پارک‌های علم و فناوری کشور امکانات متعددی رو در اختیار فناوران و شرکت‌های فناور و دانش بنیان قرار میده. این امکانات میتونه تسهیلات مالی باشه، تسهیلات برای نمونه‌سازی محصول باشه، تسهیلات ویژه برای تجاری سازی باشه، کمک‌های ویژه و حمایت‌های ویژه برای شرکت در نمایشگاه‌های داخلی و خارجی باشه، کمک‌های ویژه برای ثبت برند شرکت‌ها باشه. بالغ بر 300 شرکت در کل استان تحت پوشش پارک علم و فناوری هستند. هدف از استقرار این شرکت‌ها در پارک این است که از حمایت‌های خاص پارک علم و فناوری استفاده کنند. همونطور که مستحضر هستید طبق قانون افرادی که در پارک علم و فناوری مستقر میشن از مزایای منطقه آزاد بهره مند میشن، معافیت‌های خاص مالیاتی دارن و حمایت‌های خاص مادی و معنوی از این شرکت‌ها میشه تا اون ایدهشون به محصول قابل عرضه به بازار در واقع منتهی بشود.
We were able to catch up with a couple companies that operate out of this park. One of these companies specializes in producing advanced machines used in mining. This company is one of only a handful that has managed to indigenize these previously imported products.
جزو شرکت‌های دانش بنیان و جزو شرکت مستقر در پارک علم و فناوری استان سمنان در فعالیت هستیم. بخش صنعت و بخش خدمات فعالیت میکنه شرکت. بخش صنعت یعنی در واقع در هر دو بخش شرکت دانش بنیان هست، هم بخش ساخت دستگاه حفار اکتشافی معدنی و هم دستگاه خود خدماتی که با دستگاه حفارشون انجام میدن. در واقع ما دستگاه‌هایی که توسط شرکت ساخته میشن خب هم برای پروژه خودمون قابل استفاده هستن و هم میتونید در پروژه هایی که شرکت های مشابه به معادن نیاز دارن استفاده کنن. در حال حاضر صادرات نداشتیم ولی آمادگیشو داریم، چون در تقریبا 2 سال هست وضعیت معادن ما خیلی رشد کردن و باعث شده که خیلی از دستگاه کشور مشابه و از کشورهای اروپایی وارد ایران بشن. این هستی که ما فعلا داریم نیاز داخلی رو تامین میکنیم و این امکان برای ما فراهم هست که ان شاءالله برای سال 1402 سال آینده برای صادرات هم اقدام کنیم. البته با پارک ترکیه هم در حال تماس هستیم و ارتباطاتی که از طریق پارک داره انجام میشین کار در حال انجام شدن هست.
Another company we ran into while at the event specializes in making hardware and software with artificial intelligence.
ما در 2 حوزه کلی کار میکنیم. اهداف شرکت 2 حوزه کلیه، عرض شود که هوش مصنوعی AI و همچنین IoT. در حوزه هوش مصنوعی و پردازش تصویر، نرم افزارهای تشخیص چهره، تشخیص پلاک، تشخیص حالات انسانی و تشخیص آتش و نرم افزارهای دیگه‌ای رو کار کردیم. در حوزه IoT کنتورهای هوشمند، مچبند حیات، مچبندهای هوشمند رو تولید کردیم. در زمینه هوش مصنوعی مشتریان مختلف و بزرگی داریم. ایران خودرو، همراه اول، شهرداری‌های مختلف توی کل کشور مشتری‌های ما هستند. همچنین الان صادرات داریم و یک محصول مشترکی رو داریم با یک شرکت ترکی فراهم می‌کنیم، تولید و توسعه میدیم. همچنین به کشورهایی مثل چین، مثل ژاپن و فیلیپین محصول فروختیم.
Events like the one we visited helped braid together and link companies, investors, and infrastructures with the necessary resources to complete projects. These components all make up the various parts of the knowledge-based ecosystem. But we also wanted to know how science and tech parks operate and why they are attractive to businesses. One of the advantages of these parks is that it's a space where crucial resources are offered. These places are a focal point for serving knowledge-based companies producing advanced specialized products needed in the domestic market.
در واقع پارک ها یکی از وظایف ذاتیشون توسعه فناوری منطقه‌ای است و یکی از دفاتری که ما در پارک علم و فناوری استان سمنان به عنوان یک پارک سطح 1 داریم در واقع ایجاد یک دفتر توسعه سرمایه‌گذاری و صادرات است و همچنین وجود یک دفتر روابط بین‌الملل قوی. شرکت‌های خارجی میتونن از طریق دفتر روابط بین‌المللمون و از طریق دفتر توسعه سرمایه‌گذاری و صادراتمون در پارک مستقر بشن و انواع مدل‌های سرمایه‌گذاری شرکت‌های خارجی در پارک وجود داره. ما این امکان داریم که اراضی خودمون رو در اختیار شرکت‌های فناور و دانش بنیان و شرکت‌های خارجی قرار بدیم و اونا بیان سرمایه‌گذاری کنن. ما به ازای این سرمایه‌گذاری کمک‌های مادی و معنوی بهشون می‌کنیم.
Science and technology parks also serve as a launching pad toward the international arena. We spoke with a park official who helped shed more light on this issue.
There are 4 scenarios of which foreign companies could have the opportunity to reside in Semnan Science and Technology Park. Well, the first scenario will be the execution of soft landing programs between the two countries, which gives the foreign companies an opportunity to get familiar with the host country's market. Well, the second scenario will be holding joint events, including joint startup events, fairs, and similar events which could help them get familiar with each other. And the other scenario, or the third way that a company could have the chance to come to our park, will be to find and carry out joint projects with our companies, and finally sharing the interests. The fourth scenario will be holding joint innovation tours, which gives the companies an opportunity to get familiar with how innovation ideas are being implemented in other countries.
These parks are essential in filling a gap in the tech innovation ecosystem, providing monetary resources and attracting investments. These establishments also join investors with particular companies and projects. They offer numerous unique services such as facilitating visa processes, offering financial assistance such as soft loans, or even special incentives under free trade zones like tax exemptions. And it doesn't stop there. This park offers so much more to investors.
The other solution or the other way that could attract foreign investors will be to define BOT models, which means they have to introduce projects and within the framework of our protocols. And once it has been approved, they can operate the project for a while. This includes mainly long-term projects. Particularly, and I shall have to tell you that Semnon Science and Technology Park is very interested in projects in the fields of artificial intelligence, IT, ICT, IoT, and virtual reality. And we could help these companies. And once they build it and then operate it, they could transfer it to our park.
Most tech parks such as this one are active in the international sphere and collaborate with other domestic tech parks. Furthermore, these areas function as export hubs. Therefore, one of their main activities is boosting and supplying domestic products to this end.
Semnon Science and Technology Park has been very active in international arena. And our president, Dr. Nazari, has put a great focus in this part. And for information, I have to tell you that we have held 2 prestigious international events at our park. One in our park, last year we did it in March, I think, with the presence of some great companies, a Turkish delegation, some companies from Turkey. And before that, we held a joint event with Paradise Technology Park, which was a technology investment meeting, which we had brought another Turkish delegation to that event, and which was, I think, it was one of the first collaborations between science and technology parks of Iran with Paradise Technology Park in such a big international event.
Over the years, the government has placed special attention on knowledge-based companies while implementing new approaches to support tech parks and their businesses. Some of these initiatives aim to remove obstacles along the path of development of these companies. Other activities involve giving resources to executive branches to further develop the ecosystem of innovation and technology nationwide. Along these lines, the Vice Presidency for Science and Technology has implemented a series of activities. This includes investing some $1.4 billion towards financial services. The government has also created a strategic technology development headquarters. It is tasked with implementing 400,000 tech projects and 150 commercialization projects. But that's not all. The government has also established 65 innovation centers and dozens more accelerators to support the developing entrepreneurship ecosystem. Currently, there are well over 7,000 knowledge-based companies scattered across the nation. These enterprises offer services and products in numerous industries. Many are active in biotech, computer software, agriculture, food, chemical tech, aircraft maintenance, steel, gas, petrochemicals, and pharmaceuticals, just to name a few. According to government figures, the knowledge-based ecosystem accounts for more than 3% of the country's gross domestic product. Moreover, the share of knowledge firms in the country's GDP in 2019 exceeded $34 billion and witnessed a 450% growth since then. That's all according to the Vice President for Science and Technology, Sorena Sattari. All right, now it's time for me to take a little break here and hand it over to my good friend out in the field who's prepared a report for us.
In ancient Iran, felt was already used in the production of numerous kinds of clothing, bedclothes, floor carpets, and different kinds of sacks. In fact, the Iranian world may have been an important center for the development of felt technology. In the modern world today, felt or namad has found its way to industries of all kinds in various forms. You just can't imagine how crowded this place is. Whenever I want to talk on the phone, I have to find a sign-up place to be able to talk to you. It's really crazy. God, in today's chaotic society, stress is an issue that many of us suffer from every day. But what matters most is trying to find the stress sources and try to find effective solutions. For this reason, today I'm here to tell you that I finally found a startup, a new innovative company that has finally found a solution to this disastrous problem. I won't tell you any further. Let's just go and check it out. Felt, or so-called namad, is the acoustic solution for rowdy places to absorb and decrease undesirable noises. The aim is to provide sound serenity and to improve physical, mental, and psychological health. Namad Studio's scope of work is based on designing and manufacturing products. Recently, it has also played a significant role in different projects like some innovation centers in Asia and Africa. This company has focused on designing and building acoustic products. Generally in Iran, there is no specific competitor in this field. However, there are some groups in America and Northern Europe that are engaged with felt.
If I want to tell you about a history about how our company established, it goes back to 3 years ago when DIBA was chosen to renovate the innovation factory of Iran. That was the biggest one in the time. And the designer tried to make the offices and they tried to design a place that the people be comfortable, have a good place to work. That's why we understand that we have some advantages and disadvantages. One of these disadvantages is about the sound pollution that we had in this area. That places were noisy and the employees didn't like that. That's why we try to use special materials for control this sound pollution, and we reached the felt material and we try to use this material.
Designing acoustic and movable working stations with the aim of recycling old products and reuse them in different functions. What is worth noticing about this business is the fact that the problem-solution method is based upon 3 WH questions: why, how, and what. Why is to define the problem. How is the process towards the solution. And what is the final product and prototype. These acoustic solutions were combined with architecture in various parts of the space and played the role in sound insulation and creating a silent space. Alright, now I want to walk you through some of the major products that are made of felt. The first piece we have here is an artwork that is made of wool felt that acts as a sound absorbing material, not only as an aesthetic material that you can put it in your home place, but also as a sound absorbing material. There is this phone booth. If I get inside, I can feel the private space and how the atmosphere really changes. It improves the acoustic vibes and reduces the reverberation when I get inside. And there's this whole thing, we call it desk divider. It's actually one of the main products in this company. People and employees put it on their desk to divide their own workplace with the person right next to them.
We have 3 different materials that we use on our works that absorb undesirable sounds, which are wool panels, or the other name is felt, and in Persian we say namad, and thermofelt and carpet. And the felt are in two kind of industrial felt and the natural felt. Natural felt is made by wools and industrial material is made by a process by the battles and PET materials. They have different color patterns and thicknesses. The thicknesses are from 3 millimeter to 50 millimeter. And about the thermofelt, we have this material that we can use for more absorption. It has three kind of material with polyester, jeans, and heavy traffic, and it's very good for absorbing. And the last one is the carpet that is heavy traffic that we use in heavy traffic places such as the offices, and it can be cleaned very easy by the vacuum cleaner.
As I mentioned earlier, this idea was created based on the concept of recreating, recycling, and revitalizing the surrounding substances and generalizing this idea to the upcoming products with different potentials. Such small-scale products are intended to improve the mental and physical health of users. And finally, creating a comfortable, inviting atmosphere.
Just like this linear lighting, almost everything here is made of felt. Based on environmental psychology, this linear lighting has been created in a way to provide maximum visual and acoustic comfort in the workplace, especially a co-working space like this. This company, Namad Startup, has been trying to promote sustainability and also take steps towards industrialization. Among all the products here, there were so many things, but I decided to choose this felt laptop case to carry my laptop with me wherever I go. So as you could see, it's not about the ideas, it's about making the ideas happen. I've been Sarah Dema, and I'll see you next time.
There is so much more that can be said about the country's knowledge-based production and activities, so before we go, let's look at a couple of developments in this area. Most of us are familiar with vitamin supplements. However, some vitamins need to be injected, which can be a hassle. Now, a knowledge-based company has produced an oral form of one of these vitamins, saving many of us from the pain of sticking needles. This pharmaceutical company has produced the first oral form of a vitamin B complex that was typically only found in an injectable form. This company also operates out of Pardees Science and Technology Park. It is also one of the first and largest knowledge-based companies. It might be interesting to know that this company mainly produces raw materials such as probiotic products needed in the pharma industry. Such productions have saved the country millions on imports so far. Knowledge-based productions are driven by scientific discoveries, and Iranian scientists produce roughly 2% of the world's scientific articles. That's according to the Minister of Science, Research and Technology. Mohammad Ali Zulfigul says Iran on average registers around 70,000 scientific articles in international journals each year. He says Iran is now globally ranked 15th for the number of scientific papers it produces. Zulfigul noted the quality ranking of Iranian articles in the top 10 fields like technology and engineering. The minister highlighted that the nation ranks 5th in nanotechnology publications as well. The official further added that those publishing academic articles also work in knowledge-based companies, helping produce quality products in the competitive field. And with that, we come to the end of this segment. You can contact us with your thoughts and comments via email, and don't forget, you can also send us topics you're interested in. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next week, same time, for another edition of Bazaar. It's bye for now. Until then.